Welcome back to our channel. The topic that we'll be discussing today is Elon Musk plans to build a $20 billion futuristic city. But before we start, subscribe to our channel and don't miss any updates. As a matter of fact, the business tycoon Elon Musk is the superhuman himself, but he just does not agree to it. Truly, he's a kind of multitasking personality who can embrace to turn the dream into reality. As a result, Musk's dream-turning reality event was evident only when he obstructed the aerospace industry. Speaking about the same, Musk is here to make the dream come true and expects us to just have the patience to witness the new reality. Finally, starting with today's video, Tesla CEO Elon Musk informed people about his now meaningless new idea to build his own city. Does that make sense, or is it possible in any way? Why not better find out in this video? Having our own house or owning something of ourselves feels so special and superior, but how about owning a whole city? Well, none of us would have that but Elon Musk. He's an exception. Hence, he can do anything. Precisely, Musk recently announced that he's forming a new metropolis in Texas. The metropolis is named Starbase. Going into the details of Musk's new idea of building their own city, which he had named Starbase, will be built around his aerospace company SpaceX's rocket launch pad. Besides, adding this fact, Elon Musk is currently the richest person on the earth with a net worth of $226.5 billion. Whereas according to the Forbes real-time billionaires list, Musk is very fond of Twitter. Relating to the same, Twitter is the only platform where the Tesla CEO distributes brief updates about his upcoming or building events. And the story of Futuristic City came to light through Twitter only. It's considered that the Starbase project would simply be a portion of the plans for colonizing Mars. Well, what Musk really hinted at was it's just a start, meaning there's a lot to come. He further explained about Mars and the star's SpaceX operating facilities in Boca Chica Village. It's precisely a tiny unincorporated community near Brownsville, Texas. Meanwhile, speaking of Elon's aerospace company rocket prototypes, it has already experimented since 2014, finally as a part of the company's expansion of the Starship rocket. Stating the reason behind Musk's idea to build a futuristic city in Texas is simple. Yes, you would not have even noticed it. Let me explain to you. Alright, so the main reason behind Musk's investment in Texas is that the place is one of the least likely places for such an endeavor. Moreover, it's in a faraway place and really out of sight for most of the cities. Although the constant fans of space exploration know that the seeds of star bases are being planted already ever since anyone knew about it. Yes, you got it right, but that's just an assumption. No official statements have been made yet about the same. Well, we're all keen to know about Musk's plans in more detail and understand the concept more clearly. If yes, then you're at the right video. Stay tuned with us until the end of the video and you will surely benefit the most from this information. As discussed already, Texas is currently opted by Elon to build his idea. However, the work is not done yet, so this won't be an unfair statement to say that. Elon's idea to build a city is just a dream now. But that doesn't change the fact that SpaceX does own much of the village of Boca Chica, Texas. Yes, the same place where Elon's idea will get a start and make history, fortunately. Whereas the innovations have already conducted the essential pre-tests at the location, and precisely the testing was nothing but a massive explosion. Yes, it was reported that during the testing time, there occurred an explosion on the Texas Gulf Coast. The Gulf Coast is located at the southernmost point and is the accurately triangular-shaped point. However, the point has a separation. How? The point is separated from the ocean by the Rio Grande River on one side and further meeting the Mexico border on the other. Speaking of the feature aspect of the village, it involves a short dirt road with no less than 30 houses on either side and about a quarter-mile long. However, at the time when the village was in the process of building in the late 1960s, its development was affected by a hurricane, destroying the sewage system, and thus bad water treatment facilities caused massive flooding in the area. As a result, no further development or construction has been made since then, and the village is totally untouched. Hence, the only development possible in the village will be acknowledged by SpaceX. As a result, the entire factor makes the location a perfect place for Elon innovation to launch spaceships. Adding on to that, once Elon stated in 2018 that the place has a lot of land that has no one around. Besides, a Starship prototype is being witnessed building a launch pad through the highway owned by SpaceX. The construction is somewhat seems to have started, as the company has started buying out landowners a few years ago. Well, there's a reason behind it. The reason states that the people residing in the area were not full-time residents. The location was more of a gateway for tourists during the times of winter. However, it was a better option for the residents to reside there anymore, because the location is no longer the same because of the development and rocket launches activity and apparent crashes. Moreover, Musk is asking some to join SpaceX and get admitted to the team. Whereas in South Texas precisely by the year 2023, Musk will anticipate tons of human bodies to shift to the Boca Chica area. Indeed, a Starbase City will have a better outcome, and as soon as the development remains in process, the place will be turning out unexceptionally surprising. It's genuinely a true feeling to watch. Elon Musk gets an idea of building a city, and as a matter of fact, Mr. Musk is concerned about Tesla and SpaceX as he has invested his millions into both companies, and this will help him get the job done. Get that? Not really? Well, let me explain. The Starbase City will see more of Musk's creative creation and talk about the foremost facility of electricity which will be provided at the location by solar panels. To be precise, Elon has already explained that the creators might power the whole location with solar farms and Tesla battery packs. Connecting them in fields will provide sufficient power to one small city. Meanwhile, every house built will consist of an already built solar roof and a power wall to regulate the power supply. This will result in an off-grid city with no help or any connection to the state grid. Indeed, Elon Musk and the team are aware of every fact and outcome, and they have got everything to make their plan work. But the work needs to be completed first because a deal is not a deal until it's made. Well, the Starbase City might not include roads and highways, and it will have tunnels because, as the city is star-based, it will for many reasons have autonomous electric vehicles for transportation purposes. Besides, the same tunnels might also be the only means of reaching and leaving the city, making Brownsville, Texas, Boca Chica's nearest population city. Talking about the benefit of SpaceX is to restrict entrance to the Starship test, preventing the human bodies entering a hazardous area. The city will be installed with a further Hyperloop system underground, which will make a world-changing experience for the visitors. To no surprise, an international airport will also be built in the city, providing flying facilities towards the Starbase to enjoy rockets traveling at speeds of over 100 miles per hour. However, the company is estimated to be running at the max speed of 150 miles per hour after getting fully autonomous vehicles. As expected, Elon Musk has already begun playing the game, one of Elon's major victories. Yes, speaking about it the same, it was a legal challenge by the Texas government to set up the SpaceX launches early. Further in the process, the rockets are also not being launched and were crashed instead of road closures being imposed. While the local governments in Brownsville are involved in the same, hence Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO, will have to be a good person and talk about the positive side of building the Starbase to have a huge success. As a result, Musk played smart by announcing a $30 million donation to Brownsville in April. Precisely, Elon Musk promised $20 million to improve the schools and $10 million to revitalize city centers. Of course, that much money is a huge deal for Brownsville, Texas, as it's one of the poorest states in the country, and also the economy in the city is practically non-existent. The country officials have recorded that over 1,400 local jobs have already been created by the company, but the opportunity of the company running has now created an economic boom. Not just that, Brownsville is enduring the wave in buyer interest for vacant industrial premises as people are eyed for the best spots, and I mean what could be better than owning something where Elon has invested. As a result, the locality of Brownsville indeed had a genuine possibility of becoming Silicon Valley. Hence, by the next decade, Starbase Futuristic City will enhance incredible potentialities in reality, and this is specifically the only stage for survival on Mars and possibly within the next decade. SpaceX will be able to develop a vast fleet of starships, and hundreds of them would be the site of interest. There they will be built and stored if Elon's master policy were to be executed. Hence, Elon Musk and the team is congregating in Texas at the moment, and the credit goes to Musk, of course. This was all about it. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section.